Hare Krishna. Welcome to my Radha Madhav channel. This is Sindhu here. Today I've come up with a very beautiful Krishna Katha. Very interesting story. The topic is the deity story. It's actually the sweeper who took the position of the deity, Dwarskadish. You will know in the story lot of things, lot of learnings, beautiful insights, in the importance of deity worship. It's narrated by His Grace Mahavishnu Goswami. Let us start the story with a small introduction and prayer. Nama Om Vishnu Padhaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravan Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. As I told you, today's story is about the deity worship. So before going into the story in depth, let's see some important facts on what is deity worship actually. We have been hearing this. There are 9 kinds of worship, 9 kinds of devotional service we all do. Archanam, Padasevanam, Vandanam, Kirtanam, etc., right? And deity worship is one such devotional service. And we learn what are the facts given by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. The Lord is transcendental to our mundane senses. He cannot be seen with our present eyes, nor he can be heard with our present ears. To the degree that we have entered into the service of the Lord, or to the proportion to which our lives are freed from sins, we can perceive the Lord. But even though we are not free from the sins, we can perceive the Lord. And even though we are not free from these sins, the Lord is kind to us. The Lord is kind enough to allow us the facility of seeing Him in His Archa Murtis in the temple. Meaning, by the idols, He is being so kind and loving to us. The Lord is all powerful, and therefore He is able to accept our service by presentation of His Archa form. No one therefore should foolishly think the Archa in the temple is to be an idol. It is not a normal idol. Such an Archa Murti is not an idol, but the Lord Himself standing there for all of us. And to the proportion to which one is freed from the sins, he is able to know the significance of the Archa Murti. For this, guidance of a pure full-time devotee, true devotee, is always required. And there are some quotes, several quotes given on Srimad Bhagavatam about these deity worship, given on Nectar of Devotion book chapters, so many chapters, and in the Science of Self-Realization chapters, you can find so many quotes on deity worship. And Isho Upanishad, you can find in Bhagavatam, you can find many such quotes. I'll just give you a brief, few lines you will enjoy on these quotes on deity worship. Number 1 from Bhagavatam: worship Krishna with love. That is a qualification for deity worship. If you love Krishna, you will worship Him very nicely. Next is from all the books I am just reading randomly. In our present state of imperfect material existence, we cannot see the Supreme Lord due to imperfect vision. Yet those devotees who want to see Him by means of material vision are favored by the Lord, who appears in a so-called material form to accept His devotee service. So, you cannot see the Spirit, and God is the Supreme Spirit. Actually, He is everything, spirit and matter. But you cannot see Him in His spiritual identity. Therefore, to show kindness towards you, He appears out of His unbounded mercy in the form of a wooden or stone deity so that you can see Him. The Lord in the temple in the worshipable form is never to be considered to be made of stone or wood. For the Lord shows immense favor to the fallen souls by His auspicious presence. Just as by clapping the hands, one can cause the many birds to fly away, shoo away, right? We clap our hands to do that. Similarly, by simply clapping and dancing before the deity of Krishna, all our sinful reactions, whether in the past, present, everything can be made to fly away simply by the clapping of your hands and dancing in front of Krishna. Hari Bol. If one is in full Krishna consciousness, he can make his home very happy. How? Because this very process of Krishna consciousness is very easy. One need to only chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. His home is happy, and he has to take the remnants of the foodstuffs offered to Shri Krishna. Have some discussions on various books like Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and engage oneself in deity worship. All these things will make one very, very, very happy. Right? Haribol, let's move on to the story, to this beautiful story. Very, very fascinating story. You all must have seen this. Anyways, when you hear it with faith and devotion, you will enjoy it and you will understand it more in detail when you read twice and thrice. Whenever you read, it's a new thing for you. It's not like you read it and close it. No, you can always listen to it whenever you can possible. So I humbly request all the devotees and my dear friends to please forward this and share this very moral, inspiring story so that everyone can be benefited by hearing about Krishna and his dear devotees. Let me start with the story. Once there was a sweeper. You can see in the image the sweeper in the temple. He is sweeping. And you can see the Lord also, Sri Dwarskadish temple. The sweeper, he was very, very sincere and devoted. Every time he saw thousands of devotees coming to take darshan of the Lord. And he thought the Lord is standing all the time and giving darshan and he must be feeling very, very tired. Who thought the sweeper was thinking? So one day, very innocently, he asked the Lord whether he can take the place of the Lord for a day so that the Lord can have some relief and rest. The deity of Dwarskadish replied, I do not mind taking a break. I will transform you like myself, but you must do one thing. You must just stand here like me, smile at everyone and just give benedictions. Do not interfere with anything and do not say anything. Remember, you are the deity and you just have faith that I have the master plan for everything. The sweeper agreed to this. The next day, the sweeper took the position of the deity and the rich man came and prayed to the Lord. He offered a nice donation and prayed that his business should be very prosperous. While going, the rich man inadvertently left his wallet in the temple by mistake. He didn't realize that the wallet was full of money right there. So now the sweeper in the form of deity could not call him because what did the Lord tell him? Not to utter any word or speak. And so he decided to control himself and just keep quiet. Just then a poor man came and put one coin in the hundi box and said it was all that he could afford. So sorry Lord, I have only 1 rupee coin with me. And he prayed to the Lord that he should continue to be engaged in Lord's service. He also said that his family was in dire need of some basic needs, but he left it to the good hands of the Lord to give him some solution. When he opened his eyes, he saw the wallet left by the rich man. The poor man thanked the Lord for his kindness and he took the wallet very innocently. Because with so many cash, the wallet was lying, what would he do? He took the wallet. The poor man thanked the Lord for his kindness and he took the wallet and he could not say anything. The sweeper, he was in the form of Lord, right? He was just smiling. That was his instruction, right? He should not utter. So he smiled. So the poor man took the wallet. At that point, a sailor came in the temple, walked in. He prayed for a safe journey as he was going on a long trip. Just then the rich man came with the police because his wallet was missed. So he came to report. He went to the police and reported. And what did he say? He said that somebody has stolen his wallet, and seeing the sailor there, he asked the police to arrest him, thinking that he might have taken it. Now the sweeper in the form of deity wanted to say that the sailor is not the thief and he could not say, but he was greatly frustrated. The sailor looked at the Lord and asked, hope I was not too fast, I'll repeat it. So what happened? The rich man came and said that somebody had stolen the wallet. And he asked the police to arrest him, and since he might have taken it, he had a doubt. So now the sweeper, he couldn't control, he wanted to say, he's saying all the things, whatever is going on in the temple, but he's in great frustration because he was being advised by the Lord, Sri Dwarskadish, not to utter a word. He was greatly frustrated because he knows who the real the thief is. He knows that the poor man has taken the wallet. It's not the sailor. But what the police have mistaken and the rich man thought the sailor only had taken, because they saw the sailor in the temple. Hope you got this. So the rich man looked at the Lord and thanked him for finding the thief. He was so happy. The sweeper in the deity form could not tolerate anymore. He looked at the Lord and thought that even if the real Lord had been there, he would have definitely interfered. And anyone in this position would have interfered and stopped. So what he did, the sweeper, he started speaking. He said that the sailor is not the thief. It was a poor man who took away the wallet. The rich man was very thankful, as also the sailor was also very thankful. So in the night, the real Dwarskadish came. The real Lord came in his dreams. Right? He asked the sweeper. He talks to the sweeper, how the day was. The sweeper said, I thought it would be easy. No, in the night, the real Dwarskadish came and he asked the sweeper how the day was. Generally, this was a conversation. The sweeper said, I thought it would be easy, but now I know that your days are not at all easy. But I did one good thing. Then he explained the whole episode to the Lord. The Lord became very upset on hearing this, because he was asked not to talk, but he spoke, right? So the speaker thought that the Lord would appreciate him, that he has done a very good job. That's what the speaker was thought. But no, the Lord asked, why did you not just stick to the plan? You had no faith in me. Do you think I do not understand the hearts of all those who come here? The Lord said. All the donation which the rich man gave was all the stolen money. And it is only a fraction of what he really has, and he wants me to reciprocate unlimitedly to him. That was not the good prayer. The single coin offered by the poor man was the last coin he was having, and he gave it out of so much of love and faith to the Lord. Right? Hope you got this point. Very beautiful point. Hari bol. So the sailor might have not done anything wrong, but if the sailor were to go to the ship that night, he was about to die because of the bad weather there. And instead, if he is arrested, he would be in jail, and he would have been saved from a greater calamity. See, all these have happened because of everyone's own good the God has given and saved everyone. The wallet should go to the poor man, because why? Why the Lord decided that it should go? Because he will use it in God's service. He will use it nicely. So, what the Lord said to the sweeper, I was going to reduce the rich man's karma, but also by doing this, and save the sailor also. So, but you cancelled everything because you thought that you know my plan and made your own plans. So, my dear friends and devotees, what do we understand? What is the moral from the story? Unfortunately, this is our position in this material Kali Yuga, this world, because we do not have belief and faith in the plan of the Lord. As we never know His plans. We fear for everything. We come to bad conclusions. We think so many things running in our mind. That is our nature. There is a beautiful verse in Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, very wonderfully Lord points out, Nahi asya karhichit rajan pyuman veda vidishchitam yat vijinashaya yukta muhyanti khavayopihi. I repeat, Nahi asya karhichit rajan pyuman veda vidishchitam yat Vijinashaya yukta muhyanti ka vayopihi. O king, the meaning, no one can know the plan of the Lord Shri Krishna. Even though great philosophers inquire exhaustively, they are bewildered. Right? Srila Prabhupada therefore very strongly advises in his purport, even the exhaustive philosophical inquiries of sages cannot ascertain the plan of the Lord. So the best policy is to abide by the orders of the Lord without any arguments. A beautiful story narrated by Mahavishnu Goswami. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the very beautiful story as much as I did while translating, almost in tears. I couldn't control myself. Such a beautiful story. So we should always trust in Sri Krishna. His plans are better than this. We should never complain, or we should never have any unnecessary fears or anything in our mind. Always surrender to Lord Shri Krishna. Hari Bol. Everything is very beautiful. By saying that, I would take leave for today. Hare Krishna. Catch you all with another beautiful motivational video. Until then, vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhayevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.